Today is the 25th of June, 2023. This is Street Abundance. I want to appreciate those leaders who have taken the vision and the mission of TAC very seriously, to the point that they themselves have become the mission. They themselves have become the vision. They themselves have become our philosophy. They themselves have become our theme. May the infinite grant you wisdom and understanding and strength as we move on this mission, going uphill intact, to reconstruct the narrative, to reconstruct the financial system that were given to us, of which our forefathers have worked in. We ourselves are testimonials that it does not work. And the harder you work and the more honest you are in this system, you will retire poor, begging your bread. That is how this system rewards you. A system that was engineered to keep you dependent. I will speak to the coins that were being reserved. Some of you reserved some coins, but I must also let you know the coins that you reserve, 50% of it has already gone. Gone due to the fact I indicated earlier this week that we cannot keep the programmers and the developers waiting for us. And so there are still a few coins at the price. The coins are not running out. It's just at the price, the 0.25 of which you're buying them now for. You will not be able to get them at that price. We are running out of those coins as I'm speaking to you. And so the next price is the 2.75, of which I think I have, I'm not too sure the amount now, so let me not say it. But that is where we are, just to let you know. And the next is 0.3 or 0.35. But for those of you who have asked us, the admin, to hold your coins by the end of May, you would have addressed those. Your time is quickly coming to an end where you will be able to get those coins. And so someone placed in the forum yesterday a short video of the subject Toxic Charity, a book that was written by Robert Luton. And it got my attention because of things that I've been saying from day one. We have become a people, a dependent people. Remember, that was the significance of Upper Volta. Upper Volta, that was renamed Burkina Faso from that leader, Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara renamed his country Upper Volta, which means dependent and submissive people. Dependent and submissive people, Upper Volta. He renamed it to Burkina Faso, an upright, which means an upright and independent people. I hope I am quoting that one right. But it is the opposite. Burkina Faso now resemble the opposite of being dependent. And so Robert Lupton spoke about when somebody asks you for something and you give it to them, they appreciate it. And they also anticipate that when they ask you again, you will do it. And if you perchance would have done it the second time, the third time, they are now expecting that you will do it. And should you do it the third time, they now create an attitude of entitlement. And that attitude of entitlement now move to the level of which most of us in the Tiashan community and most, if not all the countries in the Afro-Caribbean have found themselves in the last category, and that of dependency. We are now depending upon World Bank. We are now depending upon IMF. We are depending upon the US. We are depending upon China. We are depending upon Russia. We are depending upon India. And so we have now become a region being certified dependence upon others for our survival. I remember when I was in TBC, one person said to Abundance, use your good influence so that we can get Bill Gates Foundation dependent upon foundations. Whether the Carter Foundation, Bill Gates Foundation, Warren Buffett Foundation, Elon Musk Foundation, we have now become dependent. A people that should be independent, a nations that should be independent, as they say, in theory, they are independent. Some got independence 50, 60, 70, over 100 years ago. But are they really independent? We are not independent. The system that we live in does not breed for independency. And we know the history of those leaders, whether in Africa or in the West, that dare to create a system of independence. You know the end results. Go back to Marcus Garvey over 100 years ago when he attempted to create a people, an independent people, his own from the inside. Asked the same Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso what happened to him from his inner circle. It's not people from outside, by the way. It's the enemy within, just like the enemy within intact. The enemy within intact has already paved my way for my imprisonment and my death. I knew it. But I cannot put my hand to the plow and to look back, because we who have been given the grace, we must carry through thick or thin, in life or in death. We must go on. We have no other choice. That is why the leadership of TAC was not given to you, because you're not prepared for what it takes. What we are doing here is bigger than any movement that have attempted in the past to bring a people from over 400 years to financial freedom. And so do not be scared when I speak of these things. I speak of them because I know of them. Even before they were told to me, I know of them. And so when they say, oh, this is investigating you, I know of them. I'm not being surprised. But woe unto those people and their generation that the lot will fall upon. That's all I have to say. Woe unto them. But the path that mindset like myself, the Thomas Sankara, that was building an independent country, you know the end of him. Samara Michel in Mozambique, you know the end of him. What happened when he was returning back to his homeland? You know what happened to Julius Olympio. You know what happened to Patrice Lumumba. You know what happened to Gaddafi, to Mandela, to Malcolm X, to Dr. Martin Luther King, to Bob Marley. You know what happened to them. Is what they saw, the injustices that they saw, that they tried to correct, that this is the same mission that TAC is on. The community of Tiashan, joined with the Abundance Diaspora City, a system that is not fighting the existent reality, but a system to create financial independence for all of us. I know this might be a very heavy audio, but it is a reality that we are in the fourth industrial revolution, where we do not need the government of the day to create money for us. We have the ability as a people coming together with common understanding, common purpose, can create money. That is where we are at. But the elites do not want us to fully understand that we coming together can create more wealth than we can ever imagine, and that of angels. They don't want us to know that. There is no shortage of abundance in this world. The shortage that we experience, it's our own limitation, because we will not move from the level of our physical understanding. We will not enter the realm of the spirit. At that level, there are no limitations. There are no limitations in the spirit. Physically, you can only be in one place at the same time. Even the infinite was subjected to that while he was on earth. He told you, except I go. But in the realm of the spirit, you can be in all places at the same time. Can you not be thinking of New York, London, France, Amsterdam at the same time? That's the spirit. And in the spirit, you can be there at all those locations at the same time. But in the physical realm, you dare not. You are limited. And so I invite the global community of Tiashan that what we have allow to be our portion, which is poverty, we can now, by what we allow into our minds, can now change who and what we are financially by what we are now allow into our minds. The greatest barrier, especially to a people of color, our greatest barrier to wealth creation is our toxic minds and that which we allow to get in. Our state of dependency that we have found ourselves in. We are dependent upon everybody. We have asked and we have appreciated. And we now move to a level of anticipating that we will get it again. And you get it again, you're now expecting to ask. And then you have cursed yourself with an attitude of entitlement, which now leads to our own dependency upon the system, dependent upon everyone for our survival. We have to change that curse within that community. It is the reason why you were born. You are not a mistake. 1 million sperm went to the egg, but you came out because there's a problem only you alone can serve. May I say to the global community of Tiashan, the time has come for us to shift lane. This is Chief Abundance. Good morning.